previous class we discussed about the sets, definition of the sets, how to describe a set, what are elements. We learn about the belongs to symbol, does not belongs to symbol, and the roster form of the set, set builder form of the sets. Okay. Today in our today's class we are going to discuss about the types of sets. Types of sets. Okay, let us see. First one, empty set. Empty set. Empty set means in a set if there is no element, okay, if no element is present in a set, such sets are called as the empty set. Let us see one example. K is the set of an odd number which is exactly divisible by 2. Okay? K is the set of an odd number which is exactly divisible by 2. Is there any element like that? An odd number exactly divisible by 2? No, there is no element suitable for this set because no odd number is exactly divisible by 2. So that's why here we do not have any elements in this set. So that's why such type of sets are called as the empty set. Okay? If there is no element is present in a set, such set is called as the empty set. Okay, let us see. Empty set, just simply we have to write like this. Okay? Just empty brackets we have to write, or otherwise empty set is denoted by pi. Okay? Pi also we can write, but we should not keep this pi in the brace bracket. If you write this pi in the brace bracket, it will become one element. So that's why if you want to denote the empty set, just you have to write the empty boxes, empty brace bracket, or just you have to write the pi. Okay? So empty set is denoted by pi. And empty set we can call as null set, and also we can call as void set. Okay? See here. If there is no element is present in a set, such type of sets are called as the empty set. Empty sets we have to write only with the empty brace bracket. And empty set is denoted by pi. Okay? Next, let us see one more example. R is a set of an English letter which lies between A and B. Okay? R is the set of an English letter which lies between A and B. If you write the English alphabets in the order, is there any English letter between A and B? No. There is no letter between A and B. So that's why any element can satisfy our statement? No. So that's why here no element is coming. So that's why this is empty set. Because no element are present in this set. So this type of sets are called as the empty set. Let us see one more example. Okay. J is a set of an even prime number which is greater than 2. Okay. J is a set of an even prime number which is greater than 2. We know very well 2 is the only even prime number. There is no prime number which is greater than 2 and no even prime numbers are there other than 2. So that's why no element can satisfy our statement. So that's why here we are not having any element in this set. So that's why this is also called as an empty set. Okay? J is the set of an even prime number which is greater than 2. Okay? There is no element like this to satisfy our statement. So that's why this is also an empty set. And we can write empty brace brackets or we can write pi. But remember that we should not write this pi in the set. Like this we should not write. Because if you write pi in the brace bracket, this pi will become one element. So that's why be careful when you are writing the empty set. Just if you want to write the empty set, just you write the empty brace bracket. Otherwise, you write the pipe. Okay. Next. Empty set. After that, universal set and subsets. Okay. Universal set and subsets. First, universal set. Here I am taking two sets, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are present in this set A, and in the set B only 1, 2 elements are present. Okay. See here, if you observe these two sets, the elements which are present in the set B are also present in set A. Okay. So that's why here B is called as the subset of A. Okay. The elements which are present in the set also present in another set. Then the first set is called as the subset of the first set. See here B is equal to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 elements are belongs to set A, 1, 2, 3, 4 which are present. So that's why here B is the subset of A. This is the symbol of subset. Okay. Here B is the subset of A. So then what is A is called as? A is called as a universal set. If all the elements which are belonging in the subsets, all the elements are belonging in the universal set. See here, if you take one more example, let's see 1, 3 I am taking, and also another set I am taking 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, if you observe in the set B 1, 2 elements only there, and in set C only 1, 3 elements are there, and in the set D 1, 2, 3 elements are there. If you observe the elements which are in the present in set B, set C and set D, all the elements are presenting in the set A. So that's why here set A is called as the universal set. It is denoted by U or mu. Okay, it is denoted by U or mu. And these elements and set B, set C, set D are called as subsets of the set A. Okay, A is called as the universal set of all these small sets. Okay, because if you observe set B, set C and set D, these elements are present here, all the elements present in set A. So set A is the universal set, and set B, set C, set D are called as the subset of set A. Okay, let us see here. If you observe here, set A is equal to A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and set B is equal to only AB. Okay, set C is equal to C, D, E. Okay, and set D is equal to A, B, C. Okay, if you observe set A has A, B, C, D, E. 5 elements are there. If you observe set B, set C and set D, the elements which are present in the set B, set C, set D are all the elements present in the set A. So that's why set A is called as the universal set of set B, set C and set D. Okay, and set B, set C, set D are called as the subsets of the set A. See here, we can write this one. B is the subset of A. Why? Because the elements which are present in the set B all are present in the set A. See here, AB elements presenting in the set A, that is A, B, C, D, E. So that's why here we can call set B is the subset of set A. And also like that only, set C is the subset of set A. C is the subset of set A, because the elements which are present in the set C are present in the set A. So that's why subset C is the subset of set A. And also D. Okay. See here, D has ABC elements. These ABC elements are present in the set A. So that's why D also called as subset of A. Okay. And A is called as a universal set because all these elements of subsets of A, B, C, D elements are present in the set A. So that's why A is called as a universal set. Now we can see how many subsets we can write for the given set. Okay. This is very important question. Listen carefully. See here. Here A is equal to 1, 2 elements only there. So from this set, how many subsets, how many small sets we can write from this? Okay, let us see. First of all, pi is the subset of every set. Remember that pi is the subset of every set. Pi means we know that is the empty set. So pi is the subset of every set. So that's why I am writing the pi first. From this we can write 1 as a set. Okay. And also we can write 2 as a subset. And also we can write 1 and 2 as a subset. Okay. When you are writing the subsets for the universal set, remember that pi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. These two will come from every subset. Every set, pi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. And from this we can write 1 and 2 individually. So from this we can write how many subsets? For set A, we can write total 4 subsets. So here we have one formula, that is to write the subsets. We have one formula, that is 2 to the power of n. For a set, we can write 2 to the power of n subsets. Then here what is n? N is the cardinal number of this set. Here the cardinal number of set A is 2. So 2 to the power of 2, that is 4. So how many subsets we can write for the given set? We can write 4 subsets for the given set. Okay, let us see one more example. Okay. Here K is equal to ABC. 3 elements are there. So now let us see how many subsets we can write, how many small sets. Subsets means how many small sets we can write from this set K. Okay, already I told you one formula. How many subsets it has? 2 to the power of n subsets. 2 to the power of n. 2 to the power of n means here n we can take it as cardinal number of this set. Okay, 2 to the power of, what is the cardinal number of this set K? 3, because here 3 elements are present. So 2 to the power of 3, that is equal to 8. So now we are going to write 8 subsets of this particular set. Okay, first of all, already I told you pi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. Okay, these two will come for every subsets when we are writing. Pi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. Now remaining 6 we have to write. Already we got 2 here. Total 8 we are going to write subset because 2 to the power of n is the formula. N means cardinal number of this set. So 2 to the power of 3, total 8 subsets we have to write. From that already we got 2 subsets. Because pi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. See, now let us write individually. A, okay, first take one element, B, C, okay, now let us take two elements, A, B, okay, B, C, we can write from the given set. See here. Pi is a subset of every set and every set is a subset of itself. So first we have to write all the sets elements individually, A, B, C, and after that two elements, A, B, B, C and A, C. So like this we have to write the subset for the given set. See here, if you observe, A is a subset of set K. This set also, B also subset of set K. C also subset of set K. Like that A, B, B, C, A, C, all these elements present in the set K. So that's why these all the sets are called as the subsets of the given set. Okay, are you understand? So like this we have to write the subsets of the given set. So this is very important problem. For every exam for 2 marks it will come. Okay, write all possible subsets for the given set. Let us see one more example. Okay, B is equal to A, B, C, D. Okay, this is a set. B is a set having the elements A, B, C, D. Now let us see how many subsets we can write for this set. So we have one formula, that is 2 to the power of n subsets we can write. 2 to the power of n. Here what is the value of n? That is the cardinal number of the set. So here the cardinal number, total 4 elements are there. So that means 2 to the power of 4. That means 16 subsets we have to write now. Okay. From this set we have to write 2 to the power of 4. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16 subsets we have to write. Okay, let us see how I am writing. First one, phi is the subset of every set and every set is the subset of itself. Okay. Total 16 we have to get. See, first let us take individually. One element first we take. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, so completed. Now take two elements. AB, okay, AC, AD, okay, BC, BD and CD. Okay, take in a order, then you will get all the subsets. First I took individually ABCD. With A I started AB, AC, AD. Then I started with B, BC, BD. Then I started with C, CD. Okay, 2 elements completed. Now take 3. A, B, C. Okay. Next, A, B, C completed. A, B, D. Okay. Next, A, C, D. Okay. And next, start with B, B, C, D. Okay. Next, C, D, A. Okay, now let us count how many subsets we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, total 16 subsets we write here for the set B. Okay, so like this you try at home. Okay, so we have many problems on this, writing the subsets. To write the subset we have to follow the formula, that is 2 to the power of n. Here n is called as a cardinal number. Okay, are you understand? Today we discussed only 3 topics. That is the definition of empty set. Empty set means if there is no element present in a set, that is called as an empty set. Empty set is denoted by pi or with the empty brace bracket. And the universal set means if all the subsets elements are present in the one big set, that set is called as a universal set. Okay, subsets means the set elements which are all the elements present from this universal set, those are called as the subsets. See here, all these subsets are the subsets of set B. Okay, we can write 2 to the power of n subsets for the given set. Okay, like this we have many problems in exercise 1 and exercise 2. You complete exercise 1 today. Okay, you practice at home. Okay, thank you.